Guess what time it is?
It's time for Liam's been to the cinema or done other stuff. Here are the spoiler-free reviews of the things that he's done at the cinema or the other things he's done. Also, Ellie might have some things as well.
Perfect. I have been to a cinema.
What did you see?
Which is the first time I've been to cinema since I went to see Glass, which was ages ago. Yeah, I haven't... There's not really... One, it's been just trying to find time to go. But two, there hasn't been anything out that I'm like, oh, I really, really, really want to go see that. And in all honesty, even this weekend, there was only one film that I was like, I really, really want to go see. But I ended up seeing two films. And the reason why was just because I wanted something to discuss on this part of the show.
Fair. What did you see?
So the first film that I saw, me and Kat went last night to go see the Lego Movie 2, the second part.
Yep. I'm interested in this. I love the first one.
First one's really good. Did you see Lego Batman movie?
No.
Okay, I was underwhelmed by it.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that, and then I was like, I don't care enough to go and see it.
And then I never went to go see the Lego Ninjago movie.
Well, no, but that sort of felt like its own thing. Like
it was
a kids
weird,
movie
right?
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lego Movie 2, second part, was better than Lego Batman. Not as good as the Lego Movie for me.
Yeah.
But did you know, this surprised me, it's been 5 years since the Lego Movie came out.
Really?
Yeah, 2014 it was released.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. This sequel, so you know how the Lego Movie ends with the dad kind of saying, well, now you can come down and play in the basement. I guess we've got to let your sister down here as well.
Yeah.
This movie picks up after that, and it's all about how like the sister's stuff is kind of like getting in the way of the brother's stuff, and there's these two like the brother's world that he's built is this like, it's called something like Apocalypseburg or something, and it's all like gritty and Mad Max Fury Road, and then you've got like the Sistar system where it's all light and fluffy and everyone wants to get married and there's clouds everywhere, and it's like these two kind of how they clash. And it's good. The soundtrack is really good. Like I came back and immediately listened to the soundtrack. There's a song in the credits that is, this is going to sound weird, but it's the highlight of the film for me.
That is weird.
Yeah, but I think if you went to see it, you would probably agree.
Is it the new Everything Is Awesome?
No, because the new Everything Is Awesome is a song called This Song's Gonna Get Stuck Inside Your Head, something like that.
Oh, okay. Which so a joke about Everything Is Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
Lonely Island helped with some of the songs.
I think they did on the first one. Right?
Yeah,
Everything Is Awesome.
There's also, in this one, a cover of Everything Is Awesome by Garfunkel and Oates.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that was good. The animation's amazing still, but like it was in the first one, so it'd be weird if it wasn't. I think, if memory serves right, there's more songs this time around, and the songs, for the most part, are pretty good. There's one where a character is trying to make Batman jealous. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's so good. I don't want to say anything more now because I don't want to do spoilers.
No, yeah.
But yeah. The thing is, it's predominantly a kids' movie, right? Well, it's predominantly, if we're going to be honest, it's predominantly an advert for Lego. Like, first and foremost.
I don't know if that's fair, because, I don't know, like, it is, but in the same way that everything is an advert for everything. Like, it's not, it doesn't sit there being like,
buy Lego now.
Oh, here's the spaceship
that you can buy. Yeah.
The SRB 07 pack.
Yeah. But, I'd say, like, it's weird because it's a kids' movie, but then it's making reference to, like, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, it's because it's not a kids' movie in the way so meaning. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a children's movie that is. It's not one of those ones where it's just for kids and that's it.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones it's an appropriate for everyone because it's Lego and it's the Lego movie, but they're aware that everyone's going to see it and not just kids.
Yeah. So narratively, the plot is what you would expect from a kids' movie, but then there's stuff added on top, like Mad Max Fury Road references and a Radiohead reference and this sort of thing that works probably not for kids, but for adults that also go. So not quite as good as the first Lego movie, but still, I enjoyed it. 3 out of 5.
Fair enough.
Question. Chris Pratt is in this, and I mentioned Ellen Page earlier, and he was on Colbert doing an interview talking about his church, and Ellen Page tweeted being like, "Oh, okay, but how about the fact that your church is really like anti?" Did you see this news story?
Yep, yeah, it's anti-LGBT.
And then Chris Pratt came back to that with a response saying, "My experience of my church is it's very accepting. I'm not a spokesperson for my church." Essentially, in a nutshell, that was his response. How do you feel about those two different stances?
I think he should look into what his church does and actually make a decision, not based on, well, I don't experience that because he's not LGBT, so why would he experience it?
But what do you think about him saying that he's not like a spokesperson for his church? Or...
I think the moment you become a celebrity, you are setting yourself up as some kind of example. Like, there are very few celebrities who don't also exist in the public eye and have an influence there. So I think if you are a celebrity and you genuinely... Because I genuinely think Chris Pratt is a nice person.
Yeah.
I've had no evidence to show me that he isn't. I think he's probably a nice person. But if you're going somewhere that does have anti-LGBT views, even if you don't, you are... Even though you're not a spokesperson, you are representing that, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what you're saying with that, I'm going to that church.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, well, I'm going there. People see that and go, well, I don't have anti-LGBT views, but... Or whatever, anti-whatever views.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think his defence of it is a bit of a non-defence. I'm fully on board with Ellen Page.
Do you think she was right to like call him out publicly about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think people should... Like, this is one of those things where I know that... Probably not people that listen to us particularly, but I know there are people on the internet who would be anti my view of, yeah, you should call them out publicly. And those are the same people traditionally who argue that it's a freedom of speech thing.
Yeah.
But what people who argue for freedom of speech and all that stuff tend to ignore is freedom of speech is about the government not arresting you for what you say.
Yeah.
Right? What freedom of speech does allow for is someone to say you have a shit opinion and for society to go, that's a shit opinion, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck this person. So, you know, I think that she's totally right in calling it out.
Yeah, I love Ellen Page, so I'm like super biased whenever she does anything, so I couldn't really like make a call on that, which is why I wanted to get your opinion.
Yeah, well, I'm fully on board. I think she's correct in what she's doing.
Okay, and so how do you think Chris Pratt, like, what's his best way forward now?
I mean, okay, so let's work under the assumption that the church isn't anti-LGBT, which is the wrong assumption. There's quite a lot of evidence that they fucking are. But if that were the case, I think he would have to at least show that he looked into it. Okay. I think giving the platitude of, I've not experienced that, doesn't count. I think you would have to be like, look, I've spoken to these people, here's not necessarily evidence, but like here's a thing proving that it's not. If you, I don't know, that is evidence. So
yeah, because I guess like
but
I said,
I don't know. I think
he isn't LGBTQ plus. Like his obviously he's not going to have experienced.
Yeah.
There
was quite a lot of Twitter threads that, if anyone's interested in that kind of thing, there were a lot of threads I saw by people saying like, yes, that's how they work. Is they don't show the newcomer or the person that people will notice. They don't show that person the dark side.
Yeah.
But like there were a lot of people saying like, I went to a church similar to that one, or even I went to that church and here's what they do.
Like I don't know if it's true, but I heard conversion therapy was...
That's one of the ones I've heard that church supports.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah. Because I think Ellen Page did a really interesting documentary that I haven't got around to watching it, but I do really want to, where she, I think, travelled the world and spoke to different, like, minority groups about what their experience was, like, wherever it was that they were and how it was. And that seemed... I can't remember what it's called. I don't know if it was... I cannot remember the name of it, but it looked like a really interesting documentary that I think you would probably enjoy as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it on a future Culture Swap.
Maybe.
Why not? So that was the Lego Movie 2, the second part. That was the bit that I wasn't sure, which is why I wanted to do it at the end, so you could cut it if it went like.
I just love as
tracks.
well. I love that you did that very in-depth thing and then just go, and that was Lego Movie 2. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Including all the talking about Chris Pratt and the problematic stuff that's been happening.
Well, he's in it, isn't he? Oh, I've got to say as well, like out of the cast, Chris Pratt is still good, but Will Arnett as Batman, obviously just amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it's Elizabeth Banks that plays Wildstyle. Let me just double check that because I don't want to be a dick and like credit it to the wrong person. Yeah, it is. Yeah, she's great as well. Also, do you know who Tiffany Haddish is?
Liam, who are you asking that to?
Oh yeah, sorry. She's been in a few different like movies lately. She plays a really good character, And then also like another newcomer to the cast is Stephanie Beatriz, who is Rosa in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay.
Also really good. Just like works well with the returning cast members. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it.